Hey everybody, it's Zero Gear Plus and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. In the last episode, we saw the epic fight between Tella and the Spoony Bard, who is now in our party, might I add. And I have gone back to Kaiko there, as you can see, to change his name to Edward, as well it should be. So today we're going to go to the Antlion's Den, and I think that's pretty much going to be the episode, because that's going to take enough time, I think, to warrant doing what it is that I want to do today. Might be able to make my quota, if you know what I mean. Okay, so the Antlion's Den, basement floor 1. Here we get a Spider Silk. I believe this is the first one in the game. It's an automatic slow. It actually, it's the equivalent of 2 slow spells. So that is kind of nice. Here we go with the H.C. Baileyisms again. So I'm gonna use Edward here. Never for combat. I use him strictly as a... that didn't do a thing. I'm basically going to use Edward for crowd control. He's going to be putting enemies to sleep. Eventually we're going to get an item for him in this dungeon that allows him to charm enemies. Edward's never going to be strict melee. He's going to be more like... he's going to be more or less the ninja type. Yeah, I don't care if it's going to, you know, deal me damage. I'm just going to use darkness and get it all over with. Technically, though, I could just use Rydia's whatever thing, her Ice Rod, but, okay, I shouldn't have done that. Lullaby, nobody underestimate Lullaby. In the earlier versions of Final Fantasy IV, sleep status, your characters, or characters in general, enemies and protagonists alike, couldn't be arisen from sleep status unless magic was cast on them. This goes the same way for enemies as well it does your characters. So, if you are asleep, you can beat your sleeping friend with a stick all day and they're not going to wake up. You need to cast magic on them. Enemies, same way. I'm going to get that later. It's nothing I need at the moment. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do this. I wonder if Rydia's Ice Rod can just all out. No, okay. But at least I tried. That's the important thing at the end of the day. I apologize if I sound a little, you know, like throaty and sinusy. I maybe kind of sort of just woke up. But this series has got me more pumped than any series I've done thus far, so it's not like everybody, I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy. So, no, none of that. And what's up with the random encounters today? Thank you for the preemptive strike. I'm going to use it to my advantage and run. So here's the part in the episode where I feel I start cutting out episodes. Ding! Okay, so we're in the next room, and there's a door over there. But not before getting a South Pole. Lacey's. Okay, here's an enemy I haven't talked about yet. Lacey's are... they're pretty much the... well, how do I really explain them? I don't think these guys in particular have anything, but they do have, like, reskins and family members later in the game that, are pretty nasty and can lay on the hurt with status effects and stuff. As you can see, they're pretty strong against magic, which I forgot about for a split second, so don't use magic on them. Basically, just let Cecil go to town, because, you know, you don't want to have magic happening. Yeah, you'll notice I am never going to use Edward for physical labor, other than maybe killing the offhand imp, because he's weaker than any 4-year-old child. Okay, so up here we have one chest and one chest only, with which we get the Lamia Harp. This is a charm harp for Edward, which is significantly better. Yeah, 20. And it doesn't raise his stats, just his strength stat for a bit. Just a tiny boost. And it does make him a little stronger, but not strong enough to put him in the front row, not strong enough to make him regularly attack. I'm still gonna stick to just singing, and I'm gonna leave it at that. Another copper hourglass. Never hurt anybody. Better sharp stick in the eye. What's really cool about this series is that when random battles happen, I get a chance to like clear my throat and my sinuses without being like and you guys getting to see that on screen. So I'm actually kind of glad that I, excuse me, have the ability to, you know, get a moment where I can cut all that out. So that's nice. So before continuing, I'm going to want to go up here. Yellow jelly! I haven't showed these guys yet. Because there's a thing up here that I want to get. Can I put all of you to sleep at once? No? Let's just start with one of you. Or charm you. But physical combat isn't like wrong with silence. Right, because Sing is a random effect. Attacking an enemy with actually casting magic. Attacking an enemy with any harp that Edward is currently equipped with will inflict that status ailment. It won't proc every time, but it will inflict that status ailment. So if I were to fight over and over and over again with Edward, he'd use, he'd inflict charm. Not this time, and quite honestly, I don't know why, but he'll inflict charm every time as long as you're attacking. Everything else, like the Sing ability, is basically a random song. There are some cool ones, but they're not mandatory. So here we have a save point, and I might just take up the game and use that. An exit door, or an emergency exit, as I will be calling them. Because that's essentially what they are. Oh god, when did I drop down to 1/10? It's not a big deal, I can use it now. I never have a tendency to be too sparing with my items, I just really don't need to. So. Just gonna use it for the save point, not gonna save, and just in case this file is done, and I lose data. Okay, so there, I didn't go that way. I'm gonna be cutting out some chests, unless they're important, in which I'll show what's in them. But for the most part, I'm just gonna be cutting some of the chests that I miss, unless of course I'm like walking out or something. Oh my god, game! I'm just gonna run, or no, I won't, because these guys are new, and I get a preemptive strike, so that gives me like every incentive to fight them. Sandworms, they're pretty weak, so just kill them. Might be able to charm you. Okay, confusion. Charm, confusion, same thing. Now what the charm status in this game does, if you give it a second, screw it, just kill him. What charm status does is it makes enemies attack themselves or their allies. But no, the game doesn't want me to... Oh, sweet, another Spider Silk. I'm instantly happy. Spider Silk is awesome. It's a boss destroyer. I think I was talking about this earlier, and screw you! I'm Spider-Man. Spider Silks are not just one slow spell, but 2 slow spells. Apparently, for a long time, and I never knew this, slow spells can stack. Up to twice. Didn't know. Had no reason to know. But they do. I'll take it. The Lure Song. I don't know what that does. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that did. I'll have to look it up what it did, because I'm used to different stuff. Obviously. Okay, so we're gonna go down here now, into this room, which is the game. Seriously? You're gonna do this today? I think I've run from more battles in this episode than any episode thus far. So we're looking okay. You may be wondering, why are we doing that? Because it's cutscene time. Or as close as you're gonna get to a cutscene in Super Nintendo days. In Super Nintendo days. This is the Antlion's lair. Edward sounds classy. Yeah! I've always liked that in this translation. Don't worry, the Antlion is tame. He won't hurt a human. I'll take the light of the desert, and you'll just come over here, and then it's like, whoa! Hey, this is bad. Let's go, Rydia. She nods her head, and we jump into battle for boss time. Like the most trollish-looking enemy in any video game you'll ever play. Essentially, what I'm going to want to do here is I'm going to want to have Edward hide. He's not going to be useful to me in this fight at all. And now this guy, Antlion, will counterattack anything you do physically to him. So any physical attack, he will counter. So he's basically going to counterattack every time Cecil hits him. So you're going to want to save all of your stronger attacks instead of just getting countered repeatedly. It's not worth it. So that's why I had Edward hide, so that he's not the recipient of a counter. Because counter, for whatever reason, is random in who it hits. But it's not random in when it procs. This has always been one of my favorite fights. It's a teaching tool. It's like, okay, there's a guy here that you can just go to town on. But you might just pay for it a little bit if you think about it hard enough. So this fight isn't that hard, and it doesn't even take that long, really. I mean, we got Cecil slashing and Rydia kicking with their chocobo thing, and he's almost dead. Won't take too much longer. So how was your guys' day today? I find myself doing that more often now, where if ever there's a time where there's something I don't have anything to talk about, which I don't have notes, I'm just going off of general experience with this game and the fight's done, then I just kind of use, open time to just ask how you guys are doing, because this is our Let's Play, remember. You got the life of the desert! Good for you! Can't be. Why did Antlion? The number of monsters have been increasing as of late. Formerly tame animals have started to attack humans, and I don't know if this is an omen. Let's get to Rosa, quickly! Right, let's go. Okay, so now we're going to use that emergency exit. Wow. I've got this one little thing, right here in my throat, and it doesn't want to, I can't cough it out or nothing. Let's use this exit door, or this trap door, as the case may be. We're going to go back and see Rosa. There are some treasure chests, like I said earlier, in this dungeon that I will be coming back for later. I have no real intention of getting them right now, and I just kind of want to continue on with the story arc. I'll go back off screen at the end of the episode or something and get them then. Not too particularly worried about getting them. They're not important. I mean, maybe there's another copper hourglass, maybe there's another spider silk, but I don't even need another spider silk, really. Alright, so, going back to Hill Rosa, gonna get a big kiss from the girl that we saved. Alright, where are you? Where's the... Oh, of course it's the first thing optimized. Why wouldn't it be? You shine the light of the desert on Rosa. It's supposed to be a sand ruby or a sand pearl. I don't know why they translated it into the light of the desert. I can understand why they might, because it would be crystal clear, but I'm glad you're here. I'm so glad. Why did you come here? I heard you died in an earthquake at Mist. Well, that's just great. Don't worry, I'm here. Rosa, who is Golbez? The King of Baron called him to take your place as the commander of the Red Wings. Ever since he came, King Baron has given more and more authority to him. Golbez is certainly the one influencing the king to gather the 4 crystals. The water crystal from Mysidia, the fire crystal from Damsian, the wind crystal from Fabul, of which we haven't been to yet, and the earth crystal from Toria, of also which we haven't been to yet. He's taken the fire crystal. He's Edward, the Prince of Damsian. It's because of him that we were able to heal you. This girl is Rydia from Mist. Are you okay? I'm better, thanks. If Damsian's crystal has already been taken, then Fabul is next. We can't let this happen. Cough, cough. Rosa, don't overdo it. We'll go to Fabul. But the way to Mount Hobbs... But the way to Fabul over Mount Hobbs... Over Hobbs Mountain is frozen over. Rydia, can you cast fire? No, I can't. If you're a summoner, you should be able to cast a basic black magic spell like fire, right? No. Yeah, Rosa, you do need to rest. But she is a white mage, so we should most likely take her along, and Edward is right. She does just want to be with us, and we'll leave tomorrow morning after getting some rest, and Rosa joined the party. Yay. It's cute time. That night. I'm nosy. I'm just looking at neighbors getting their mail. Rock out, Edward. Oh, dialogue. And why did you have to leave me? Oh, God! Hi, natural instinct. Okay, I guess we have no choice but to fight him, so let's do that. As pointless as it might seem, wow, he does more damage than I gave him credit for. Be brave. Anna? Excuse me? I thought you died. You're not all that weak. I forgot that was in here. Okay, so this is obviously Edward's premonition. Or maybe Anna really is a ghost. But in any case, it's Edward becoming stronger. Finding his bravery. Well. There we go. And he dies. Goodbye, sir. 800 experience. Edward gained a level. I was expecting 2 levels, but whatever. I must leave. My time has come to be one with the eternal spirit. Anna, please, don't go! Edward, you must not let Golbez have the crystals. You love me. Now give that love to the people of this earth. I sound more masculine than you do. So grow a set. Anna, I'll fight. But courage. Anna, what should I do? As he sits there, moping for the rest of his life. His lonely, miserable, pathetic life. I'm joking, of course. I love Edward. He's one of my favorite characters in the game. It's not very dynamic, but I'll take what I can get. For a static character, he's pretty freaking good. So we have Rosa in our party, yay! But I will be talking more about her and the things that we're going to do next. And I'm going to go back to Antlion's Den and get some stuff off screen next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy IV. So, if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and the big red subscribe button so that you can keep up to date on the videos that I put out, and click that previous episode button annotation so that you can see the last episode and the next video episode annotation in case you're watching this in the future, in which case I'll have put out the next episode already. So, this is Gear Plus signing off, and I will see you guys then.